This is another video for the topic fundamental concept of algebra, right? So this video is basically focused more on exercises part, right? So I'll be doing each question from each of the question from exercises, right? So for question number one, for question number one, we have question as write the following symbolically. So you need to write everything symbolically. It is given in statement and you need to convert it into symbols. Okay, using symbols you need to convert it. All right, so first question, it says that the sum of 3 and a. Sum means to add, isn't it? Sum means to add. The sign which you use is plus sign. So we are adding 3 and a, so that is 3 plus a. This is your answer, as simple as that. Okay, similarly, if I go to question number 6, it's given as -7 subtracted from x. So that means you are subtracting -7 from x. So already you have a number as x, okay, but you are subtracting -7 from that you are subtracting. Okay, so subtracting means you are putting minus sign. So our equation will be x minus of -7, because -7 is one quantity and that quantity you are subtracting from x. All right, so these are the things that you need to do for question number 1. It is very easy. Okay, kindly go through your statement very carefully. Okay, in mathematics every statement differs. Okay, so it has a different meaning, so kindly go through it. If you practice it well, you can do it like anything. Okay, just you need to practice it. Fill in the blanks. Question number 2, that is given as a plus a plus a plus a plus a. So if you add a how many times? 5 times. The answer is 5a. Just like if you add 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1. So what is the remaining answer? That is 4. Similarly here, a plus a plus a plus a is 5a. But in the question number 3, we have x multiplied with x multiplied with x multiplied with x multiplied with x. So x is being multiplied how many times? 5 times. So if you are multiplying x 5 times, you'll write x raised to power 5. Okay, x raised to power 5. It is clearly understood that x raised to power 5 means x is being multiplied 5 times. Okay, these are not the same. You need to write that. And for question number 3, you need to write the base and index of the power in each of the following. So we have question number 1 as x to the power 3. So I'll write with different colors. So 3 is index, and for red it is base. So base and index. So what is the base here? It is x and index is 3. You just need to write this only. Okay, and for question number 4, it's you have to go through question number 4 very carefully. So the question is given like, I'll do it in next page. Question number 4, we are given with 3x square plus 5xy minus 7y square plus 1. Okay, so for the algebraic expression 3x square plus 5xy minus 7y square plus 11, answer the following. So what is the number of terms in the expression? So there are 4 terms in this expression. That is 3x square is one term, 5xy is another, minus 7xy square is another, and 1 is another term. So ultimately we have 4 terms. So the answer for question number 1 is 4 terms. Okay, write the constant term. So what is a constant term? The term which is not being, or the constant which is not being not being multiplied with any, or not being multiplied or divided with any of the literals or the variables, these are constant. So what is the constant term here? Here 3 is attached with x square, 5 is attached with xy, 7 is attached with y square. Only 1 is there which is not being attached with any of the literals. So that is constant as 1. Okay, write the terms of the expression. So how do we write the terms? We just need to write everything apart from this addition and subtraction sign. Yeah, you can just write that. As for subtraction, you write mention the minus sign, because ultimately you are adding, but if you multiply addition and subtraction, it will be minus itself. So you just need to mention if there is minus sign. All right, please don't forget that. So you are writing the terms. So what are the terms? 3x square, replace comma plus addition sign, all the addition sign by commas, 5xy and minus 7y square is one term, because addition and subtraction, if you keep it together it gets multiplied and the answer is ultimately minus itself. So 1. So these are the terms. And for question number 4, you need to find the coefficient of xy, and you need to find the coefficient of x square as well. You find the coefficient of y square as well. So for xy we have term as 5xy. So if you remove or if you just forget xy for a while, what we are left with? We are left with 5. So that becomes your coefficient. Similarly for x square, if you forget x square, what we are left with? We are left with 3. So we'll write 3. For y square we are left with minus 7. So this is question number 4. All right, and question number 5 you can try it yourself. Question number 6 also you can do it yourself, because you need to find identify just monomial, binomial and trinomial, and I have already discussed in our previous video. Question number 7, let us see. Write the numerical factor and literal factor in each of the following terms. So you need to mention the numerical factor and the literal factor. I'll do question 1 and 4. Question number 1 is 15x, and for question number 4 is minus a square. So 15x means 15 into x. Okay, but for here we need to mention numerical factor and literal factor. For our simplicity, I am just writing NF for numerical factor and LF for literal factor. You should not write NF and LF as mine. Okay, I'm just, for the time being, I'm just using this. Okay, please do not use this abbreviations. So for 15x, the numerical factor is just 15 and literal factor is x, and here literal factor is a square, numerical factor is minus, or what do you think? What would be the numerical factor? So if there is nothing, means there is 1. It's not 0. Okay, because if you multiply 0 with a square, it becomes 0, and if we don't have any 0 out here, we have minus a square. That means you are multiplying with 1. So 1 is the numerical factor. Question number 8, find the coefficient of x in each of the following monomials. You know how to find the coefficient, right? You just need to forget that literals for a while, and what is the remaining number or literals, you can just write that. So let me do it. Question number 8, you just need to write the coefficient of x, right? So for minus 1 by 2 x, so what is the coefficient of minus 1 by 2 x? If you forget this x for a while, we are left with minus 1 by 2. That is minus 1 by 2 is the coefficient. For x, if you remove x or if you just forget x for a while, what we are left with? We are left with 1, because 1 into x is x. Similarly for 2xy, if you forget x for a while, what we are left with? 2 and y. That becomes a coefficient. And for minus 5a square x, if you forget x for a while, we are left with minus 5a square. That becomes a coefficient. Okay, so these are the things till question number 8, and it's quite simple also. You can just do within an hour. Okay, so kindly practice it. And question number 9, you need to try it yourself. Question number 10, identify the pair of like terms among each of the group of following group of terms, right? So you just need to identify the pair of like terms. Okay, so for question number 1 we have 11x, 7x, 5xy, and 5y. So for identifying the like terms, we directly focus on the literal factors, same literal factors. Okay, so we have x and x here, these two are the like terms. So like terms are 11x and 7x. Okay, 5xy and y, these two are not having the same literal factors, so that's why it is not a like term, that is unlike term. But we need to mention only like term, so I'm just writing 11x and 7x. Okay, and the last question you need to do is like question number 12. Just leave question number 11 for a while. So you need to find the degree of the polynomial, and you know how to find the degree, right? I have already told you. X plus 2 means here x has power as 1, so degree is 1. Similarly for question number 2, we have 2x minus 3. Doesn't matter with the coefficient, but x has power as 1, because there's nothing means there is degree as 1, because x to the power 0 is 1 and we don't have any 0, we have x, so degree is still 1. And for question number 3 is 7 minus y square. So the literal here is y, so y has degree as 2, so the highest degree is, or the highest power is 2. And for question number 4, there is y cube minus y plus 7, so here the highest degree is 3. So this completes the exercise 1A. So I have tried almost all the questions, each question. Okay, I have just tried, and I hope you have understood it. And if you have not understood, you can just let us know. And the main thing is that please practice well and kindly go through this video. And I hope you are getting something to learn from this video, please. And if you have any doubt, please let us know through your our WhatsApp. Okay, please mention your name. And one thing I would like to tell is like, please mail us your assignment, and whatever is the pending assignment, please compile it in one assignment, and yeah, just send us through mail. Okay, to your respective teacher. Okay, and yeah, that is important thing, because we need to check it, and we'll be checking it manually later on as well. But kindly mail us your assignment, and the assignment question will be sent you soon along with this videos. All right, till then everyone, stay safe, take care, see you soon. Thank you all for watching.